depending on the deal, if it's a franchise startup, if it's just a non-franchise startup, it's a business acquisition with no collateral. Is there real estate involved? Is there a lender that's better when there's real estate involved? How are we going to amortize this deal? Are we going to do two separate notes for the business and for the real estate? Are we going to do a 504 with a 7A? If it's a larger deal, are we going to do a paramount deal where we're doing $5 million SBA 7A with a $2.5 million conventional piece? This is all possible with SBA. So really, what I do is I help navigate the waters. I help figure out what bank's going to be the best. And the best part is it's at no cost to you. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. On today's episode, I wanted to dive into SBA 7A pricing. Not all banks, lenders, and non-bank SBA lenders are going to offer the same pricing. Most of the lenders are going to offer a variable rate on the 7A program. Okay, so really what we're looking at is what's the max loan proceeds we're going to get, and also what is the margin, right? Because the margin is basically Wall Street Journal prime plus margin equals fully indexed rate. Do they offer a fixed rate option? Some banks do. But really, if you are a strong borrower and the deal is a good deal, meaning there's no hair on the deal, then I would take you to a prime bank. And I consider a prime bank, usually they're a portfolio bank, which means they're gonna keep your loan on their balance sheet. They're not gonna sell it off. Most banks and lenders are selling off into the secondary market, so they need to have a higher margin essentially to make the spread when they sell in the secondary market. So for prime deals, I look to go to two different banks that I work with because they're offering the best margins at the time. Now, they're not always the most aggressive bank, but if it's a solid deal, the maximum margin is typically for a normal size SBA 7A loan is 2.75. So that would be 11 and a quarter fully indexed rate. Well, I have a bank that I work with, which will offer a fixed rate option with a margin of 0.75. So if you have a very strong deal and you're a strong borrower, I would say that might be the first option. But what I help people do is I help navigate the waters, depending on the deal, depending on the strength of the deal, and figure out what bank is most probable to do this. That's what I do. On these types of loans, I don't charge a fee. I get paid a referral fee from that bank. So I work with the best BDOs, which are business development officers, at all the different banks and credit unions and non-bank SBA lenders, and really have a team of, I would say, about 15 go-to banks, lenders, and credit unions. And I probably work with about 8 of them more often than not. So there's about 8 on my core team that I work with. So depending on the deal, if it's a franchise startup, if it's just a non-franchise startup, it's a business acquisition with no collateral. Is there real estate involved? Is there a lender that's better when there's real estate involved? How are we going to amortize this deal? Are we going to do two separate notes for the business and for the real estate? Are we going to do a 504 with a 7A? If it's a larger deal, are we going to do a paramount deal where we're doing $5 million SBA 7A with a $2.5 million conventional piece? This is all possible with SBA. So really, what I do is I help navigate the waters. I help figure out what bank's going to be the best. And the best part is it's at no cost to you. Now, I do work with one bank. They don't pay any fees. I only charge a packaging fee with that bank. That's for the small SBA deals, typically franchise startups. So anyways, that's how I run my business. That's how I can help you. Look, if you're looking to start a business, to buy a franchise, you need some advice on structuring deals, how the SBA will look at certain stuff, I would be more than happy to talk with you. This is what I do day in and day out. You can find a lot of videos on this YouTube channel. We've talked business acquisition, different franchise options, franchise due diligence. We really cover the gamut about entrepreneurship on the channel. So anyway, we're also hosting an event March 2nd, which is called Business Ownership Summit. You can go to businessownershipsummit.com. I'm bringing on a CPA that specializes on working with small businesses. There's a lot of value of having the right tax partner, the right tax strategist, as you may have a high-paying W-2 job and you're buying a business, and there's a lot of equipment. There's a lot of potential tax savings there, tax strategy. So we're bringing a great tax strategist. We have presentations on on laundromats, on finding and analyzing your first laundromat deal. We have different segments on different franchise business models, home service-based business models. We have a segment on what are some of the top low-cost franchise business models to get into. That's a free event. Go to businessownershipsummit.com to learn more. Anyways, I'm just excited to try to help 10,000 aspiring entrepreneurs become entrepreneurs over the next 10 years. So stay tuned for more great content. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos. That's how I grow. That's how YouTube lets me grow and share my knowledge with you. So anyways, have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Hey guys, Bo Eckstein here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.